Toyota Motor unveiled a prototype of their new Giga casting technology, which can construct a third of a car body in around 3 minutes. This innovation will be crucial to Toyota Motor's goals to increase the manufacturing of electric vehicles financially in the upcoming years. During a recent presentation for journalists, a machine at the Japanese automaker's Myochi plant sent up a column of white smoke as it ran. Rapid cooling of the molten aluminum during the pouring process from 700 degrees Celsius to 250 degrees Celsius caused it to form into a single die-cast piece that made up the whole rear third of the vehicle chassis. This is typically assembled in 33 steps over the course of hours from 86 parts. Toyota hopes to use these developments to cut the time required for manufacturing planning, plant investment, and production processes in half, all in an effort to meet its goal of selling 3.5 million electric vehicles annually by 2030. The front and rear pieces of a new electric vehicle that will go on sale in 2026 will be made using Giga casting. In September 2022, Toyota constructed their first Giga casting prototype. By reducing the number of parts that must be detached, the time it took to swap out the heavy molds, which at first took up to a day, was reduced to 20 minutes. Toyota uses proprietary algorithms to analyze the ideal molding conditions in an effort to outperform the competition by 20% in terms of efficiency. Self-propelled production, another component of Toyota's plan, addresses the requirement to utilize factory space more effectively in order to fit the additional machinery required for EV manufacturing. At the automaker's Motomaki plant, a partially constructed car complete with tires and a battery but lacking sides and a top drives itself at 0.1 meters per second to a robot arm that fastens seats that are delivered by an automatic guided vehicle. The car then transfers to a different location for inspection and shipping once it is finished. Conveyor belts are eliminated in this arrangement, making it easier and less expensive to change the plant's architecture. Toyota wants to cut assembler time in half from the current average of 10 hours. By merely extending current production practices, EVs are challenging to produce financially due to high battery costs. Tesla, which has already embraced gigacasting technology, has managed to keep production costs down by producing a small number of models in high quantities. Toyota is in a distinct position than newer businesses due to its established basis of automaking technology and machinery, and its wide range of model offerings. Chief Production Officer Kazuaki Shingo stated, "We're learning new possibilities from specialized EV manufacturers to take on the issue." In 2026, Toyota hopes to sell 1.5 million electric vehicles, which would be almost 60 times more than they did in 2017. Takaaki Nakanishi, CEO of the Nakanishi Research Institute, predicts that about 40% of vehicles will be developed on the current Toyota new global architecture platform, with the other vehicles being produced on an EV-specific platform. Although Toyota's traditional frames were likewise created to strike a balance between comfort and development efficiency, EVs are not anticipated to make them lucrative. Of the 3.5 million electric vehicles the manufacturer hopes to sell by 2030, about 1.7 million are anticipated to be built using its new frames. Toyota sold roughly 24,000 electric vehicles in 2022, far fewer than Tesla's 1.31 million deliveries. Why are other car companies trying to imitate Tesla's Giga casting? Toyota is not the only company that is interested in Tesla's innovation. Here is a look at Giga casting and how the technology is causing the auto industry to compete with Tesla. But first, what is Giga casting? In its factories in the US, China, and Germany, Tesla has started using the Giga press, a die-casting machine for aluminum. Much larger aluminum parts than have ever been used in the auto industry can be produced by the house-sized machines. The word Giga in the name is a play on Tesla's practice of referring to its factories as Giga factories. They are known as mega presses by other automakers, a term that can also be used to describe less substantial but nevertheless powerful equipment. When the press is in use, a shot of molten aluminium weighing at least 80 kilograms, 176 pounds, is sent into a mold where it is swiftly molded into a part and then released. Tesla has created an alloy of aluminium that also enables it to forego the typical heat treating procedure used to boost the strength of the cast part. A car body is typically constructed from more than 100 separately stamped metal pieces that have been welded together. According to analysts, Tesla's leading profitability in the industry has been made possible by fewer parts, reduced prices, and a more efficient production line. According to Tesla, the use of a single component at the back of the variant Y, its best-selling variant, enables them to reduce associated expenses by 40%. Tesla was able to eliminate 600 robots from the production line for the Model 3 by employing a single piece from the front and back of the car, according to Elon Musk. The weight of the vehicle can also be reduced, which is significant for electric vehicles, EVs, the battery pack of which can weigh more than 700 kilograms. The possible reduction of trash and greenhouse gas emissions from a factory is also a benefit. Toyota stated that it anticipated that employing aluminum die casting will eliminate a significant amount of sheet metal from the assembly process and reduce waste. Tesla purchases its presses from Hydra in Italy, which, as of 2008, has been a division of China's LK Industries. Buller Group in Europe, UBE and Shibora Machine in Japan, Yazumi and Haitian in China, and Buller Group in Europe are competitors of Hydra and LK. According to an estimate by Alex Partners, the global market for aluminium die casting was worth about $73 billion almost a year ago and is expected to reach $126 billion by 2032. Along with Toyota, other automakers employing the technology include General Motors, Hyundai Motor, and Volvo Cars, Polestar, and Giga, all of which are subsidiaries of China's Geely. For a multi-purpose van it produces for sale in China, Giga has begun using huge aluminum die casts and has declared it would implement the technology for additional models. Volvo said last year that it will spend over $900 million to renovate its facility close to Gothenburg, Sweden, so that it would feature megapress technology. However, what's the catch though? One is the cost. Due to the Model 3 and Model Y accounting for the majority of Tesla's sales, the company finds it easier to justify investing in new production technology due to the high volume of business generated by these two platforms. It's a benefit shared by other EV startups. Analysts have noted that the choice to invest tens of millions of dollars in new casting technologies can be challenging for legacy automakers with more complex product portfolios and factory equipment that has already been amortized. Likewise, it may be more difficult or expensive to repair a car whose body is made up of single pieces after an accident if it has a cast-in body. The price of operating EVs could go up as a result. Insurance companies are already writing off electric vehicles, EVs, with low mileage if their battery packs are damaged, as it is frequently impossible to replace even slightly damaged battery packs. And now, according to 5 unidentified sources who talked to Reuters, Tesla plans to go one step further and create a significant portion of its future tiny EV for under $25,000 out of a single component. Terra presses, potentially, rather than the Giga presses Tesla currently employs in the Model Y, as this method may rely on the utilization of even larger machines. The Model Y's largest portions are made using tools that can clamp down with 6,000 to 9,000 tons of pressure, but these new ones could clamp down with up to 16,000 tons of pressure to create even larger pieces. Having said that, what do you think of Toyota cars built with GigaPress? Do you think it will be that reliable as it is today? Share your thoughts in the comment box below. And if you've watched up to this point, thank you so much. For more videos about EVs, Toyota, Tesla, Ford, and the most recent auto news, please consider subscribing to Tech Addicts.